Guys, buckle up because we have something very exciting for you today. We're going to have our interview guest on. He is he's a guru of Chicago comedy. He's what I might consider a tornado of hilariousness. He is the one and only Brian Posen.
Guru, A. Hilarious, A.
I came up with that myself. You can. Everyone keeps their... None of these phones are mine. Does anyone else need to keep their phone on my desk? No, but that's great. Thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Yes, we're very excited. Now, he has a lot of accomplishments, but the main one we're going to be talking about today is his group, the Cupid Players, which is... tell us a little bit about that.
every time, I don't know about, I used to wait tables, like every actor, you would always wait till they put food in their mouth and then you always talk all the time. What do you want? What was the question? What did you ask me?
Oh, I forget. Let's just talk about the old days.
Which is Cupid, yeah. Was there a specific question? Or was it
question.
Kind of like
how long have the Cupid Players been together?
15 years. 15 years. If you look at the other side of this wall and go up a couple stairs, you have another theater called the Skybox, Donnie Skybox, named after Donnie DePolo, who passed. And back then there was maybe about 700-800 students back then. Now we have
a lot, you guys.
Now we have like 2,600 students studying here, which is crazy. And the Skybox was we taught classes out of there, but it wasn't really used for student productions.
Sure.
Not like how it is now. And so it was kind of I used that theater all the time. Put up so many productions there. Because it really wasn't used that much at night. And I have a musical background. I was a pianist as a little kid. And so I was doing all these musical shows. And I had this one idea, like what happens if there was no music? There wasn't any music at Second City in the training. There was one time where Ruby Street, who was the main pianist at Second City, she took over for Fred Cass, who just died. In the 70s, so she was the pianist here at Second City for over 20 years. And she would go into a class, a level 2 class, and teach for an hour. That was it. That was the entire exposure for music that we had. We didn't have a music program, nothing. So
you saw that need. I remember.
Well, it was. Oh, come on.
I remember. So I had Brian like a couple years ago.
It was years.
It was. Can you believe that? Right, we getting older. But I had Brian a couple years ago for my very first class at Second City. It was level A improv. If you guys haven't taken any improv here, I recommend it. But I remember when you were talking about music, you had said that the reason for people who break out into song is because they're so into that emotion that there's nothing they can do but break out into song.
Yeah, they're so emotionally moved you can no longer just use words to communicate.
Yeah.
Then you have to go to this fantastical place of song.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that you invited me here. I mean, I'm really happy. When I received the phone call, and then all of a sudden I moved the song. You can't no longer just say I'm so happy you invited me.
That's great.
So we had the idea. So I had this idea: what happens if every sketch, written satirical vignette, not improvised, but sketch, every sketch moves to song. I remember I was talking to one of the faculty members. I go, no, I think it'll get redundant. It's like, I'm going to try it. Just going to try it. What happens if I get a group of people, they write sketches, and it always moves to song? And we had our first show called Cupid Misfires His Arrows. E-R-O-S. Yeah, it was funny. Thank you for that. Guru of comedy right here! Tornado! Whoa!
Good thing this desk has a strong foundation.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
But it's number 2 rule of comedy is don't do it. You gotta do it. We put it up and it was awesome. And we ended up extending for like 4 months. We kept extending it. It was packed every night.
That's crazy.
And so we decided to do it again.
And again.
And again. And I cast the original troupe. I cast 22 people.
All right.
Because I thought, okay, you got 22 people to pack your house, and if you can get one really decent scene or song from each of them, you got a show. And we rehearsed for 4.5 months, I believe. And a Sunday morning to 10 in the morning.
Nice.
Because Runjit was one of our cast members, and he had the keys.
He's in the cast.
He's in the cast. He's still in the cast.
He'll be here in a little bit.
15 years he's been in the cast.
That's great. All right, he's one of the original members, so that's exciting.
And so now we have a show that's been running 11 years called Cupid Has a Heart On. Hilarious tornado! I want you by my side all the time.
I'm looking for a job, so.
Underscore this map so you come to this bar often.
Yeah?
He'll just follow behind you.
Yeah.
But that's great. So has it evolved quite a bit over time?
Oh yeah. We've been through about, I'd say, about 130 plus people.
Yeah.
Over the years, we just went through a whole transformation of cast members.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to keep something alive, I've been blessed. I've got people that stayed with me, like Ranjit for 15 years and Billy for like 13 or 14. But I got usually they stay pretty long. I mean, now the current members, I have a couple people that have been with me for 3, 4, 5 years, which is unheard of. Especially on a Saturday night show at 8 p.m. that people are giving up projects. But I've had people that stayed with me 10, 12 years. And now they're breeding, now they're moving to the burbs, they want health insurance, so they're getting real jobs. So the core group, and Carissa just got hired at Main Stage. Yeah, Carissa was in it for like 6, 7 years. So, and their careers moved, so either I kill it or I recreate it. So I got a whole mess of new 20-something-year-olds, and then Ranjit, Billy, and I. And they're finding their voice, and they're creating music. So you got to keep anything. You look from Steppenwolf all the way to Straw Dog. It keeps recreating. These people go and they do their career. And the next group of people, and you got to replenish it. So I love this new group. You'll see one too. Becca Brown is going to perform tonight.
Oh, I just met her today, and she's great already.
Yeah, she's
just
great.
I know. So, but okay. Now you guys have won some awards. I think you were named best sketch troupe by the Chicago Reader, and I don't know for a fact, but I would imagine you guys have been named other things also. What would you say is the element of this group that gives it that longevity? You think it's the musical? Is it the music? Is it
2 things?
Yeah.
3 things.
Tell me, Group.
One, even though no one does what we do.
Yeah.
There's even classes that teach it, but no one does what we do. There was no such thing as musical sketch comedy when we started it, and there still isn't a group that does it besides us. Yeah. There's training, and I think there was 1 or 2 groups that tried it, but we're the only one that really does it. It's a weird beast, and it's a very difficult beast. If you think about main stage. If you look at a main stage show, for every sketch that gets into Second City main stage, there's 9 sketches that did not get in. Okay, you're creating a whole new show. We're like the same thing, but we have to have not only scenes that are funny, but it moves into song, and songs a hell of a huge element of complexity with not just melody lines, but harmonies and bridges and all that stuff. So plus being funny. So for every number that gets in, we have a slew of numbers that don't get in, and it's not just, we wrote the sketch, improvised it for a while and threw it away, and I'm not demeaning the Second City main stage stuff, no. But we have so much more that goes into a number that gets thrown away. So I think it's the style that no one has done it besides us, and 2, the cast. I'm so freaking particular about who I invite in my home, because it's not just a 5-week run. We are going forever. And I've let go of a lot of people that are so super talented, but they were not part of that nurturing ensemble whose sole vision is to keep this alive and understand that being on stage is an honor, to be able to perform to an audience and to know that it's much bigger than you. It's about the ensemble. It's about having the honor to create, having the honor to create your own work that's going to be performed for years and years, way past your time. So I think it's the form, and it's this lovely group of people, these awesome people that are selfless and appreciative and loving, and we cannot wait to get together on Saturday night to perform.
That's awesome.
And I think that bleeds into the audience. It really does.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think it's that thing, and the last thing which ties into that is commitment. They're 100% committed to serving a greater good.
Which is awesome. Yeah, you can definitely tell that with them on stage. Now, what is kind of the next upcoming thing? Are you guys showing just at 773?
Yeah.
You're in the women's festival coming up, right?
Yeah. Oh, you do your research very well. How did you know
Thank
that?
you. I'm the new James Lipton. So your third grade teacher said. No, I'm just kidding. Did you really?
Yeah.
Is he?
I am now 2 degrees of separation from a lot of people.
I feel really good about that right now. The tornado has its back. That guy. But anyway.
What? Yeah. So we have a show that's running every Saturday night. It's our best of. It keeps transforming. So every year we create at least one new show for the Chicago Sketch Comedy Festival in January. But this group is so hungry now, this new group that I hired. So we're going to create a whole new show for the Chicago Women's Funny Fest. And we'll take the best of and plug numbers in and get rid of old numbers. And
Yeah.
this group is creating, like, they are just pumping out material like crazy, which is great. So I just have to keep avenues for them to create. We just got back from Toronto. We did the Toronto Sketch Comedy Festival.
That's awesome.
And they hit real hard up there. They did really well. So we're
Canadians.
gonna travel more too.
Yeah, that's exciting. That's exciting. I really want you guys to go see Cupid Has a Hard
Oh,
Time.
thank you very much.
Yeah, well,
Where's that? Where's that?
that's at stage 773.
That's on
That's over on Belmont.
Belmont. Yeah.
Just past Racine.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's where it is.
And was that at 8 o'clock? Is that on Saturdays?
It was at 8 o'clock on Saturday.
Every Saturday.
Every Saturday. It's crazy in here. Now, one of your Cupids told me that one of your favorite things to do to warm up is to do a tongue twister. Is that right? Do you do tongue twisters with your groups? Or is this misinformation? Has someone misled me?
We did tongue twister. We used to. We don't do that anymore.
All right, well.
I mean, yes, I am.
Yes, I am. Did you teach
You would like a tongue twister?
Yes.
Oh,
please,
it's a
entertain me with
Sophie's child here. Which one do I pick? All right.
I want tongue twister now.
Okay, well let's give you 11 benevolent elephants. Say it.
11 benevolent elephants.
Fire. Okay, ready? 11 benevolent elephants.
11 benevolent elephants.
Go ahead, say it one more time.
11 benevolent elephants.
There you go.
Wow, almost. That's awesome.
Yeah, they love it. Look at them. They're crazy. How would you breathe? They're laughing so
And now I'm ready for stage. But so we're gonna keep you on. Thank you for that wonderful interview. But we're gonna keep you on for a quick game.
Oh, good.
Does anybody want to play a game?
Let's go.